Happy Thumbs Gaming. Booyah Show.
Well, hello. This is Brian with Happy Thumbs Gaming. Today we're checking out Trophy Achievement Critical UFO Finish for Lollipop Chainsaw, where we also get a bonus trophy, Disco's Dead. Alright, so here we are at the end of Stage 4, which is the Fulci Fun Center. And this is the nice flying saucer bosser. And basically, we are taking out the Critical UFO Finish, which is Funk Josey in the last 10 seconds. Josey is that a-hole flying around on that saucer, and essentially we just need to defeat him in the last 10 seconds of the timer. Now in this first stage of the boss battle, there is no timer, as you can see. And you just got to run around and shoot him and kick him and punch him as much as possible. As usual, we've sped this video up a wee bit to kind of help speed up the process and get to the point. But at the same time, we want to make sure that you guys get to see all the necessities along the way. So basically, just like I said, kick his ass any way you can. Shoot him, punch him, kick him, jump kick him, and dodge as many of his attacks as possible. When the rainbow stairways pop up. Yeah, and I don't know what this is. You guys may have had this. It looks like a Simon Says, and I think I just pressed the button too early or something. I'm not sure, but only encountered that once, so not sure what it does or doesn't do for you. But yeah, so when these rainbows are up, you just want to shoot them. And once you get down to the very bottom of his health meter, you're going to want to saw him up. And it does a little cutscene, and it goes to the second stage, where we will most certainly earn ourselves a trophy or two. Choo 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 choo. That was close one right there. Had to use a lolly. And we are almost there, peeps. Almost there. Cha 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 cha. Yeah. Alright, so now that we saw him half, he goes through up there. Booyah, we were right behind him. And then comes a short cutscene. We get out here and blah 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 blah. Basically, there's 5 points of electricity that we need to defeat before we can attack that center bubble. You want to basically, you know, kill all 5 of these before about the 15 to 20 second mark on that timer. You can see we now have the timer there. And once you beat all 5 of these electroids, whatever you want to call them, you just run to the middle and use your chainsaw, and it initiates one of the final little cuts where you have to press a direction with the analog and then tap triangle or Y profusely. That is when you're going to want to get into the last 10 seconds. Depending on how fast of a button presser you are, you might even want to get that show on the road a little early. It may cut you out of that little segment if you take too long. I'm not exactly sure. And as I'm getting my ass kicked while I'm talking here, one thing that is just handy to know, which you may or may not encounter along the way, but it is okay to die here as long as you have a nick ticket to come back. We do end up dying here because I'm just carelessly just smashing these things. I'm not really paying attention. There's a little bit of a electricity line that shows its way to each of these electroids before it shocks. And if you're smart and patient, you can actually do this without losing any health. But like I said, I was pretty anxious, pretty good at the old nick roulette. So as long as you got a nick ticket, it's pretty much a guaranteed survival for me. All right, so you can see here we're getting pretty close to the end here. I got plenty of time, though, so I'm just going to kind of hang out with my wang out. Might be a good time to get that, oops, I swear I didn't mean to, trophy where you look up her skirt if you haven't got it already. I personally am going to try to save that one for last and get the platinum. So you can see I'm taking my time. Now I'm going crazy. All right, booyah. He is down. Did we get it? Who knows? Of course we got it. Booyah! Critical UFO. And wait for it. Booyah! Disco's dead. Hola, hola, yes. It looks like he's doing like an old rap video or something there for a minute, back and forth. Wave your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. Alright, well, that's going to go ahead and wrap up Lollipop Chainsaw Critical UFO Finish, where we did pick up the bonus Disco's Dead. And feel free to comment, vote, subscribe if you like what we're doing, guys. And we'll keep putting up these awesome videos. Hopefully you guys like Lollipop Chainsaw as much as we do. We found it to be a strangely addicting game with a cross of lots of things that we love. So we're going to keep playing. Until next time. Slow.